For those of you who were thinking that you might have still had a chance with Henry Cavill, think again because his heart has officially been taken. Yes, we know it's very disappointing, but the actor is indeed very happy with his beloved Natalie Viscuso by his side for the past year. So sit tight while we take a deep dive into everything we know about their romance, and the lucky lady who's gotten a hold of the Witcher's heart. So first and foremost, who is Natalie Viscuso? Well, you might already recognize her for one of the most surprising reasons. For those of you who remember the days of MTV's My Super Sweet 16, the show about spoiled teens throwing lavish birthday parties that rival most people's wedding days, back in 2005, Natalie featured on an episode of the show's 5th season. Her episode described, at 15 years old, Natalie is now living in a $5 million house and cruising around town in her dad's Bentleys and Ferraris. What more could she want? Well, seeing as she was able to steal Henry's heart, we think it's safe to say that there was no longer anything she could go wanting for.
I felt like I was in very, very safe hands there. And so no matter what we did, he was going to create something cool and we were going to do it together.
After her brief stint in reality TV, Natalie eventually became the vice president of television and digital studios at Legendary Entertainment. Interestingly enough, that was one of the companies behind Henry's 2020 movie Enola Holmes. While we're not entirely sure how they met, perhaps it was through her position at the company? That would make sense since the two can be linked through business. Natalie is also an adoring dog parent for her French bulldog named Meat, whom she often posts pictures of on Instagram. Since Henry is also obsessed with his own dog, an American Akita named Cal, we're pretty sure that the couple bonded over their love for their doggies too. In fact, the couple has even shared some pics of their dogs together on Instagram too. Henry and Natalie first sparked dating rumors around April 2021, after the Daily Mail published pics of the pair walking his dog and holding hands in London. At the time, Natalie's identity was still a mystery, and she was only described as his new blonde girlfriend. Cavill's relationships have long been an interest of the British tabloids, but his relationship with Kaylee Cuoco might have been the most high-profile of them all. Despite the fact that he and Kaylee only dated for about 10 days back in 2013, the pair got a lot of publicity surrounding their relationship.
I kept on telling myself all around it, it's not about the time finishing, it's about just doing it.
The actor had a string of short-term relationships with Tara King, Lucy Cork, and Gina Carano, but they all seemed to fizzle out due to Henry's very busy film schedule. It didn't take long after Cavill and Viscuso were spotted strolling through the streets of London that the couple both confirmed they were an official item by posting matching pics on their respective Instagram accounts, letting everyone know that the rumors were true. The actor shared a sweet picture of him and Natalie playing a game of chess, captioning, "This is me looking quietly confident shortly before my beautiful and brilliant love Natalie destroys me at chess." Viscuso posted the same photo on her Instagram feed, captioning, "Just teaching my dear Henry how to play some chess. Or maybe he let me win?" Unfortunately, the news was not met with happiness and excitement for the new couple. After they confirmed their relationship, Henry's fans apparently made it very clear they weren't happy that he was off the market. One commenter wrote that Viscuso cannot be trusted. Several others claimed that the couple's first photo together wasn't even real. The outrage from fans got so out of hand that Cavill even took to Instagram himself to defend Natalie and their relationship the following month. Alongside a selfie of himself and Natalie, he wrote a lengthy caption to trolls asking them to kindly back off, which concluded with, "I am very happy in love and in life. I'd be enormously grateful if you were happy with me. If you can't bring yourself to be happy with me, then at the very least try to do yourself proud and be the best version of yourself." Since Natalie was still a mystery to most people, fans also did their best to dig up whatever dirt they could on Henry's new girlfriend. Just 1 month later, a photo of Viscuso was found that caused some major controversy for the couple. In June that year, one of Natalie's friends posted what seemed to be a questionable photo on Facebook of Natalie wearing a tribal outfit and covered from the neck down in a unique pigment used by the Himba community of Namibia to protect themselves from the harsh desert climate. Her friend captioned, "Still my favorite shot of Natalie, taken in Africa when she was there shooting a TV show." Natalie had been in Africa at the time to promote clean water for the people there. The photo went viral and fans lashed out, with some being so angry that they even created a petition demanding Netflix drop Henry from The Witcher due to his involvement with Natalie. Eventually, Natalie released a statement to the Daily Mail, explaining the context of the photo, which had been clearly misunderstood by the masses. She shared, "Firstly, I'd like to say that I'm sorry if this image surfacing has caused any offense. It is a photo from 2008 for a TV show in Namibia. The tribe I was living with painted my skin as part of an initiation ceremony and an acceptance into their culture." Natalie added that she never thought that the photo would have been offensive and that she was honored that the tribe had initiated her. However, she explained that she now understood that we are all learning in today's climate, and that it was important that she recognized that the photo was potentially hurtful. She concluded, "My deepest and most sincere apologies." Since the couple had been surrounded by a lot of negativity from Henry's fans, they have done their best to keep their romance as private as they could.
What would we do if we lived in a world where we had to keep every single aspect of ourselves hidden?
The two didn't post about each other for several months, and it wasn't until August that Viscuso hinted that they were still going strong. She shared a photo of her pup wearing one of Cavill's dog's cutest accessories, a hat that looks like a lion's mane. Natalie captioned the pic, "Cal so kindly lending me his game gear. #LionsRugby." In November, Natalie congratulated Henry when he landed the cover story for The Hollywood Reporter. She gushed over her man, sharing a picture of the cover along with the caption, "I am so proud of you, Henry. You truly are the greatest man I have ever known." The Hollywood Reporter did an incredible job with this cover story. It really is a great read. So proud I'm literally crying. Thankfully, despite all of Henry's unhappy fans, Cavill and Viscuso's relationship has managed to survive. While they rarely share snippets of their relationship online, it's pretty clear that Henry has never been happier. Of course, keeping their relationship private is not ideal for fans who just want to know more about the actor's relationship with Natalie. They'll just have to take what they can get for now. Over the next few months, the couple flew under the radar, and it was clear that they both preferred a more low-key lifestyle. Natalie shared a few pics of her and Henry taking their dogs for walks or lounging lazily around the house. For Henry's 39th birthday in May of 2022, the couple shared a celebratory meal in honor of his special day. The actor shared a video and photos of the home-cooked dinner the couple prepared together on Instagram. He captioned, "A very belated thank you for all the birthday wishes and messages. My beautiful sous chef Natalie and I celebrated it in our own way this past weekend by cooking up some foods at home. There is a good chance that some wines were drank along with said foods." Henry then went on to detail all of the dishes that the couple cooked together for his birthday celebration, which left most fans drooling over their delicious meal. While they may not have gone into too much detail, it did give fans an idea of how the couple like to do things, privately and intimately. We can't help but think it's super romantic that they cooked up a meal together and celebrated his birthday at home with some food and wine, and, of course, their doggies. Later that month, Cavill shared a selfie of himself and his beloved on Instagram, announcing that they had just finished walking for a fundraiser. He captioned, "Our Durrell challenge is officially complete." He joked that they decided to walk instead of run because Henry had 9 shades of hell beaten out of him from 2 weeks of filming fight scenes. He added, "I also suspect that Natalie may have broken her foot a little while ago, so I'm utilizing her injury as a convenient excuse for me. I hope you've all enjoyed your Durrell challenge experiences so far." While it's unfortunate that we don't know that much about this couple, we kind of admire that air of secrecy that surrounds them. It almost makes them a little more interesting. We also think it's special that they treasure their relationship enough to keep their romance to themselves. We're just going to have to wait for Henry and Natalie to share more details about their relationship in their own time. We can't blame them for keeping things private after all the hate they got for confirming their relationship. Thankfully, they didn't let any of the negativity keep them apart, and they're still very in love and going strong. We're really happy for Henry. He's always been such a gentleman, and we're so glad he found someone to give his heart to. Thanks for watching our video, Juicers. Make sure to check out the rest of our channel and hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with all of Hollywood's most interesting couples. Be well and be kind.